Hey, and welcome to another episode of 3 Foot Good. I'm Darren.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Rich.
And in this episode, we're going to talk about Adepticon.
Yeah.
This is the Adepticon, what do we call it?
Recap.
Recap is a good name.
Rich.
That's one of the many reasons we have Rich. Okay, so we were at Adepticon 2024, which was in Chicago.
Yep.
We went up there and we had an amazing time. We did all kinds of cool stuff. Ran into tons of people that we know that we've met through the years of gaming and such. And so hopefully if we miss your name, don't.
Sorry.
Sorry. It's not.
We're not professionals.
Well, no, we're not. We don't do this for money. That's for sure.
We're absolutely amateurs.
Huh.
Yeah.
Apparently, a professional would remember to turn his phone off.
That one's not mine.
That couldn't be timed any better.
That was... No.
Yeah. All right. So what we do? Neither one of us got into the last chance qualifier, nor did we make it to Worlds for Legion. That means when I got up there Wednesday night, I didn't have to worry about Thursday. I didn't have to worry about Friday. I had shopping time. I had free time. I had to got to go around and wander around and talk to all kinds of people. It was great. Ran into our number one fan, Brian. Thanks, Brian.
I finally got recognized.
He got recognized
the number 2 fan.
By our now number 2 fan.
Yeah.
His name is Frank, right?
Yep.
It's Frank. Yeah. Frank. Thanks, Frank. Thanks for coming up and saying hi. Appreciate it. We appreciate all that stuff. Because
and after he ran into me, he ran into Darren.
Ran into me, right? Which was awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
Thousands of people there, and he runs into us too. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Poor Frank.
Right. Yeah. I went up on Thursday. And I had a Battletech grinder Friday morning, and then just pretty much nothing to do until Saturday. I was going to be the buy-in, or the buy for Free Blades, and then Sunday was our main event of the team tournament.
So we played.
But there was a lot of stuff that happened between.
We saw so much. If you have never been to Adepticon and you're a war gamer, you're really missing out. You've got to get there.
Even their board game library is like
massive, huge. Thursday, it was really, really busy Thursday. I don't know. I think we talked to at least one vendor who said it was probably one of the best days they'd ever had. Because I think what's going on now is you got a bunch of people who are playing games Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Thursday's
getting up there
day.
Thursday and shopping. That would be a guess of mine, right? Mm-hmm. And who knows? Maybe I'm right. Maybe
In the
I'm wrong.
Monument Hobbies booth.
Oh, that was
4 hours long.
Yeah, the wait was. Just to get paint, right?
Just to buy their new paints and their Adepticon paints.
Wow.
Yeah.
They had two different lines of paint releasing on top of their Adepticon line of paint. So
yeah, it was something else. There were lines everywhere on Thursday.
It was Gen Con lines.
Yeah, and you usually don't see that at Adepticon.
No, usually I'm not like bumping into people in the vendor hall at Adepticon. It's busy, but it's not like, oh, excuse me, sorry. Oh, sorry. Like, I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, but my son wanted a demo of Free Blades. So while we were waiting, we went over and had Julie give us the demo of Free Blades because my son wanted a demo. And it was kind of funny because Matt had commented, oh yeah, we have, he's right over here, right behind you. He's doing demos all day, da-da-da-da-da. And my son looked up at me and he said, I thought you said Julie was the best. And I was like, she is. He goes, I want to go get one from Julie because Julie does like 20-minute demos of the game. And it is amazing
and she does
how she does it. Like she
has
has,
them.
Yes.
I mean, she's got it down so well.
So I went up to the booth and I was like, hey, Julie, I see you're not doing demos right now. Another DGS person was doing demos. I was like, my son would really like a demo from you of Free Blades. And she's like, absolutely. When he gets done, I'll do it. Because I know they take breaks and it probably wasn't her turn to do it.
And there's so
because
much
she does it all the time.
Bless her heart, she was able to.
Yep. And like somebody else jumped in. And so like my son originally was like, I want to play the dinosaur faction. Perfect. Yep. That's one of the demo ones that she does. And then he was like, oh, those are a whole bunch of cool like bow girls. Maybe I want to do the Eclipse because they also got the one lizard. Then you saw the demons. He's like, oh, those demons look pretty cool. So he's got options, but he absolutely loved the demo. And so now he's probably going to jump in. And I'm like, well, I have 2 of those factions you want to play. So we can pick one of those 2, start playing immediately. And yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and then let's see. I got talked to about a thing called the Silver Bayonet, which
It's been out for a while.
It
It's
has.
a Jason McCullough game who does Frostgrave, Stargrave, and Rangers of Shadow Deep, which
we do.
we play,
Yep.
and you will
Yep.
eventually probably see on the channel. We'll
At some
record
point.
one of the games eventually because it really is. It's
fun.
an amazing
It's fun.
co-op game.
Yeah, it's fun.
And Silver Bayonet seems to be it could be co-op, but it doesn't have to be from what I've read.
Yeah, not 100% sure, but it looks kind of cool. So we saw that.
Because it's Napoleonic werewolf vampire hunting.
Yeah, during the
Stuff.
Napoleonic era. So it's kind of like
Cthulhu-ish.
during the Napoleonic era, which it's Napoleonic, so
Right.
hunting werewolves. But yeah, it could be cool. Yeah.
Then we took a trip over to the Regency and we saw
Yes.
the Lord of the Rings team tournament going on.
Which was pretty cool. Yeah.
And saw their boards, so we know that, okay, we're not out of the ballpark of the boards we've been making for it.
Right.
So that was nice.
So we went and saw Saga. We went and saw Bold Action.
Flames of War. Yeah, we went through all the historical stuff that was over there in that vendor hall because it's kind of segregated. But then there was also
However-
Adepticon needs to move to a bigger
we need to
in
move that.
Chicago.
Yes.
Do not move it to fucking Indianapolis.
No.
Someone suggested it might be a good idea to move it up to
Minneapolis?
Not Minneapolis.
Milwaukee?
Milwaukee, where
Right.
Gen Con was.
Yep.
That would be okay.
I would be fine with that. Madison, Milwaukee, keep it in Chicago. People are saying like the Rosemont,
Yeah.
that convention center might be bigger than what they have.
It's to the point now, and I never thought when I first started coming to Adepticon that it was, but parking is like,
It's stupid.
holy shit.
Do you know they were parking people in the grass across the street at the Renaissance?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I actually drove around it once when I was trying to find parking myself, and I'm like, screw this. I'm going over to the Hyatt. That's when
Which
I
there's
did
a
that.
short about how we had the parking hack.
Yeah, so I went to the Hyatt, parked in the back where there's tons of parking, short walk to the door, and got to the front of the hotel, got on the bus.
It took the shuttle back
Those
over.
shuttles were like every 15 minutes. Like it was
actually faster than that.
Yeah.
There was usually a bus like right there when I got there because I did it 2 or 3 times after that.
Yeah.
So I mean,
more than a hat holder.
I get there
Yeah, that
early
was
enough.
Darren's idea.
Right. Well, I get there early enough that there's usually still parking in the main lot.
Back of the building, and we were there fairly early. We were there before the hall.
And it was cold, and it was a long walk.
I had to do that last year when we didn't have anything planned. We were just going to do BattleTech, but BattleTech didn't start till 10 last year, and so we didn't get there till it was after 9, and we had to park in the back, and then we had to walk 3 miles. It felt like uphill through snow both ways, but man.
And here's another hack: if you have to park in the back, and the dealer hall is open, you can get into the dealer hall through the loading dock.
Who knows?
But no, they need a bigger space. There's lots of talk again. There's like there was last year. There's more talk I think this year about how they've outgrown this. So the first year I took my boys up to do the grinder. It was fine. You paid $5 for the entire weekend. They had an issue that people paid, but there wasn't enough space. So last year they changed it up and you paid for a day. Okay, that's fine. That way then they know they have enough people. It's fine. They pretty much, as long as you had paid for one of the days, they were still letting you play last year, which was cool and fine. No big deal. This year they changed it up again and put it into 2-hour blocks. So you're paying $4 per person instead of $5 for the whole day. It's $4 for a 2-hour block. I was kind of, okay, that's a lot of money. That's $12 for me and my 2 boys to play for 2 hours. And if we want to play for multiple 2 hours, like we're looking at $60. So I was like, well, I'll pay for the first 2 hours. We'll see if they kick us out. Maybe, again, it was just, we want to, see space things or whatnot. Get there. We got there early, and thank God we did, because Catalyst or the demo team or whoever was running it only got, according to what they said, half the tables for BattleTech that they were supposed to get. Now, they had tournaments set up, so they weren't going to fault their tournament players who had paid buku dollars, the $20 or $30, to play in a tournament. So they only had, I think it was 4 or 5 tables instead of the 10 to 12 that they were supposed to have for the grinder. So what did this mean? Well, when there's normally only like 6 people, maybe 8 at a table, they were cramming 10 to 12. Like there were not enough seats. People were standing, reaching over in between me and my boys when they were playing. It was a disaster. Like, one, we didn't know how to get in and checked in. The one person sent us around. He said, no, you got to start over there. So then we had to go back out and around and go over because there wasn't enough room to go in between the table and the playing area to go to the other end of the line. We went there and they said, no, you got to go back over there. We went back and forth, I think 3 times. Finally got our stuff. We sat down. Okay, we immediately started playing. I think in our 2 hours that I played, I want to say we got 3 turns in, maybe 4, because there were 12 people. And everybody's trying to do stuff. I started going, hey, this is going on over here. Nothing is over there. I'm going to go ahead and do my shooting over here. One of the guys at the table didn't seem to like that. He's like, well, did you guys all right? I'm like, yeah, we already took care of it. We're done. I'm like, it had nothing to do with you. Didn't affect your mech at all. We're over here in our own little duel. So we just got it done instead of waiting to go all the way around. We just took care of it. I can't overly blame the team there because the convention hall, day of, they have half the tables, is still selling tickets for people to show up. So not only are there prepaid people that are standing around, there's people who have just bought tickets and they're now like, hey, I paid, I want to play. Well, there's no room for them. I guess they kind of said your SOL in the afternoon to people saying, hey, if you bought one, I'm sorry, we told them to stop. Supposedly they told the convention hall, hey, stop selling tickets to this. We don't have enough space. But it was just the fact that they were doing it in 2-hour blocks. I had to pay for each 2-hour block, and you got nothing. The last 2 years, they've been giving away their little salvage boxes for things. They ran out last year because, hey, you run out, you don't bring enough, that's fine, whatever. There was nothing handed out that my boys got for playing this year.
You don't get mad at Catalyst, but you'd absolutely get mad at Adepticon.
Right. And it's just, I mean, like, I don't know why, what was the reason for having us sign up when, I don't know. The saving grace of that, and I will thank Catalyst for this, was they brought in from a group in Michigan, Kalamazoo, their old battle pods, which is the cockpits you sat down in, the VR, and you just pretty much did a death match. My boys and I went around so many times, and we found out from the group behind us, like on Friday night, that, hey, they can change it. They have more mechs available than just what they showed. And they can change it so you can do teams. So I'm like, you can do like us versus all the bad guys? And they're like, oh, absolutely. So like the last round of that night, it was me and my 3 boys against all AI opponents, and it was a team event. So it was really cool. They had a blast doing that.
Which is your jam.
Right. It's a team thing. A team. I was like, team. Tyler. Yeah, let's do this. And they said like they could change it. Like they had it just on deathmatch, but they have capture the flag that you could do. And so like, we were all geared up like, oh, maybe we'll do capture the flag the next day. And we didn't because after the first night, they kind of overloaded the power and they lost all their power to it. And so it was a hard restart the next morning. And it got up and running and it was fine. But then like the lines got long for it. And so my boys didn't want to wait. They were fine waiting like 20, 30 minutes because it was a 7-minute round match. Right. But they didn't want to wait. It looked like it was going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's 7 groups ahead of us plus the group that just started. So you're looking at like close to an hour of just standing in line. Which, I mean, as a con goer, would be fine.
Yeah.
But as 12-year-old boys, like, not so much. They wanted to keep doing things. So we walked around. We saw the Golden Demon trophies.
So we had some guys that are friends of ours.
Where are we going now?
We're going Legion, man.
Okay,
we had some guys that go to Worlds that got
that did well. Yes,
that did extremely well. Yeah,
made it to day 3.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Nathan made it to top 16. Nathan was in the top 16.
No, he was top 8.
8. Ben was top 16.
Was top 16.
Yeah. Kyle was top 50.
So Kyle, Ben, Nathan, nice job, guys. Really.
All the Wampa guys. Yeah. I know there's more Wampas.
There's a ton. Jay, Dan, Armand. Good seeing you again, Ryan. Always good to see Ryan.
Oh,
Ryan's a good time.
Yes, in his onesie.
Yeah. Ryan was wearing it.
And he wasn't running the team event. He played in it.
No, but he was. Yeah, well, he couldn't play in it because he got up like too late or something.
Yeah, they missed. No, it was round, wasn't it? Oh no, did they get up too late or did they miss round 2? He missed round 2.
I thought it was 1. But anyway,
because they came back from the AMG thing too late.
Been, yeah, but he was wearing a onesie, so
a Stabcast onesie.
Yeah, so you could have gotten to see Ryan in a onesie.
Yeah, so. I don't know if that's available for anybody else to buy, but he did say he was looking to get it with footies because it doesn't have footies right now. Yeah. It's just so. Yeah. Let's see who else.
Patrick. Yeah. So one of the guys that I met in Vegas.
Oh, for LVO.
Yeah,
Yes.
LVO. He's in the Air Force, and he worked a deal with the Air Force where they.
Oh my God, this is just.
Yeah, and so they get some time off to game, which is absolutely amazing. And they've got a patch, which we'll be showing you later.
Taxpayer money well spent.
Yeah. Oh,
That's all I'm going to say.
I get this really cool patch from him that they get to wear. So you know, Patrick, if you're watching this right now, so our good friend Ben, who's in the Army, he's down in Texas now.
Yep.
And I told him about your deal. We got to get you guys together so he can find out how you worked, what you did, or what's going on.
Right.
Because wouldn't it be cool if there was some kind of like
Armed forces
competition or something like that?
I mean, there's an Army-Navy game. Why not,
Yeah, I mean, that would be cool. And part of it because of you, and that would be badass. So
right.
That's really cool.
Does he watch? Like, could he be watching this? Could he say he was a watcher?
Possibly.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully he is.
It's a good
And if not, hopefully somebody else is that knows somebody
Right.
that knows
Yeah.
somebody that knows
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tom and Matt, thanks for going out and getting plowed with us on Saturday night. We had a riot. We went to Fat Rosie's, right?
that's where I started.
Fat Rosie's.
Fat Rose is where we started, and then we went to the Fox and Hound, and then that's when you really started pounding the drinks a little bit. Yep.
No.
Yeah. And Matt and Tom, this is for you. The one bartender.
I'll see if I can find an Asian.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. She was smoking hot. Yeah, and then
So then we're pretty much up to Sunday then now, right?
well, yeah, then we're doing Sunday.
Oh no! So Free Blades, you did play in Free Blades on Saturday.
I played in a Free Blades
You
tournament
played-
on Saturday.
all 3 games.
Yeah,
All 4
yeah,
games?
yeah. I
Maybe
played all
however
3
rounds.
Yeah, I played all 3. Yeah.
I was the bye, so I come back for round 3. Yeah, no, we're gonna need you for round 3, and I got to play Rob.
Yes.
Rob or Ron? Rob. It's Rob.
Yeah, Rob. Yeah,
Rob.
I played because I played him.
You played him round
before
2.
That. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. He's a good guy.
Oh, he's
good.
fun.
Yeah,
Oh, it was
fun guy to
great.
play.
So I got to play a round of it, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Darren got to play all 3.
Yep.
It was good. I guess I don't know. I might be kicked out of the the YouTube channel now because I actually won
A
painting competition. But caveat, huge asterisk. They have 3 different classifications. They have novice, they have adept, and they have master.
Were you the only one in the
No, because there was somebody that got silver. So I beat out one person, I think. Yeah. But I don't know if they do 3. Like, I don't know how many entered. I don't know if they go down to bronze. But I was in the adept. So I won the adept for single miniature with my Lightbringer. I was going to bring it, and then I forgot to throw it in with my stuff. So there might be a picture of it popping up that I send Rich, maybe if I remember.
You know what's ironic is after you won that, we got a comment on the YouTube channel on one of the series for Free Blades that we did, where the Lightbringer is the thumbnail for like 6 different videos.
Yeah.
And someone was like oogling that mini
Oh.
and wanted to know who painted it.
That was done by Aaron Nemo.
Yeah.
Aaron, who does some of the commission painting for DGS games. I did not paint that one that's there. Mine is green that I painted.
And so we considered kicking him out.
Right, but it
Because
was
he won a
only
painting award.
but it was only the adept. So like now I can't obviously I can't be a novice because novice is like your first time entering or young bloods or whatnot. So since I won adept, now I have to go on to master, and I will never win that because I saw what the people were painting in that. So I'm back in. I'm back because I'm in the masters. I'm never gonna make it again.
Well, Rich and I voted in the hotel room after drinking all night.
And I'm out?
Well, after I drank all night.
I'm out.
Yeah,
Just
he
going.
didn't drink all night. I drank all night. No, we voted, and we figured, well, nobody else is going to let us do this and hang out with us, so I guess you're still in.
Woo! I'm the only one that applied for the job, so I get it.
Yeah, because if that was a rule, then I'm out because 35 years ago I won Masters and QuadCon.
What?
know, right?
How is this only coming out now? How do we even get it in the first place?
I seem like shit
Man.
now.
Oh wait, he's
Back-
a tech
back
wizard.
then,
Yeah,
nobody
that's right.
painted.
He gets.
Because we can't find anybody else to do this.
We don't know how to do all the tech stuff. That's right. That's right. That's right. All right. Okay.
Yeah. See?
Okay. So that was Saturday then.
That was Saturday. Yeah. Sunday then, we played doubles. We had a great
Oh,
time.
the team trip. We ran into Michael Smith
Yes.
of the Des Moines area
Yeah.
and Tom
Yeah.
from 5280 group. I believe he said he was from South Dakota. And 5280 is based out of Denver because that's their whatever. But
they beat us.
great.
Yeah.
They were great opponents.
Great.
Mike was fun to play.
Yeah, and
Tom
they
was
wrecked us.
fun to play.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they
It
wrecked
was,
us.
we started off really good because we killed Chewie. Turn one. Turn one. Because then you got him down so much, you're like, well, I got to finish him off.
Right. I got lucky, got a bunch of wounds. I don't know. I got to finish him off. But that was pretty much it after that.
No, I did a little bit over again on Michael.
Right. But that was
pretty
pretty much
They were
it.
playing
And then they rolled us. Yeah.
Kashyyyk Defenders, and Michael had Yoda, Padme clones.
Yeah.
So it was very much. It was just fun. It was a great way to end.
Yeah.
Start the end of the con. Yeah. So then we get round 2.
And it was
Jay and Anthony.
Jay and Anthony.
And Anthony has only played one game of Legion, which was right before during round 1. It had been given the basics. Jay's partner had been playing and made it very far because it was Ben, and he was just wiped. And so Ben was like, I can't do 2 more games. I'm done.
Did you get recognized a second time during that show or that game?
Not organically. Somebody sent somebody over. Not going to name any names, but you're probably looking at it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, no, because it was Matt and Todd came over and was like, oh, hey! And I was like, I don't know you. And he's like, yeah, we said you were, yeah. So, but Darren kind of had talked to them, so that one I don't count.
It doesn't really count, but it was fun.
It was, because, I mean, it was cool when Frank did it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. AMG did this thing.
Oh, the thing. Yeah. The news. We have news now.
News.
Yes, we had news.
Yeah. If you stayed with us this long, this is for you, and you know who I'm talking to.
The AMG did their mini extravaganza and Adepticon, whatever it is, panel. And so
they did the Shatterpoint stuff.
Right. They started showing the Legion stuff, finally. And they started with not Ahsoka. There's no fucking Ahsoka!
Ahsoka is not.
Is not even announced yet for Republic.
I mean, never mind the fact that, well, that's where she began.
Right. And there's 2 Republic Ahsoka. There's no fucking Ahsoka! Because in Shatterpoint. And there's a Rebel Ahsoka. There's no fucking Ahsoka! In Legion. Well, it's fine. Because, like, we're getting...
playing the wrong game, that's all.
I guess.
I think that's it.
That's
about it. I think we've rambled for too long.
We have. The battery's going to die.
The battery's going to die. Because,
Yeah, we just ramble.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, so will be some pictures of stuff, but and if you stayed this long, this one's for you too. And I think that's about it.
Yeah.
So stop watching us.
Go roll some dice.